Good afternoon. I have not prepared anything because I thought of that while we go on, we can discuss on that. So, because it is the I guys have started. So because I was associated with the I from the not from the first meeting, from the second or third meetings from the I, and I have a little soft corner for that one. After that, I moved from Bangalore to Mumbai.
A small correction. It is not I was. You are.
No, now I am not that much involved because I moved to Mumbai. Anyway, so this is a great effort from the IHIP side. Now, what I want to talk on this, that what is the IP management issues in the in-house forum, because IHIP is made up of the in-house guys. If you can raise your hand, how many of you are from the different companies, in-house professionals? Not very, maybe few. Okay, the problem is that because 18 years I am in the IT field and being a part of one of the largest MNC like GE for the 12 years, and then I joined Infosys as a first guy, and from there we have developed around 50 people. Now I have joined Reliance. So both of them, both of the companies I started that one. So there is a lot of problem in India for starting IP division. There is a buy-in from the management side. Yeah, there is a required for the IP. But the major problem of the IP strategy, how we can build an IP strategy. Being a MNC, part of a MNC, there is a IP team outside India. So there always a backup for the Indian professionals. But for being an Indian company, starting an IP group, there is a lot of problem because there is no as such buy-in from the management per se. So how as an IP guy, what are the different kind of problems you face? In India, most of the IP organizations, they believe that IP means patent and patent means IP. Means go ahead and file patent, that's all. Nothing is required for that one. Okay, so there is a three pillar of the IP, like IP value management, IP risk management, and the IP enforcement or the commercialization. So how to build up that one? That is one of the major challenge for this one. And the major thrust is coming from Indian companies. Is that when you suggest as an IP guy that these are the things has to be required to be done, then the very first question they will ask that, okay, what is the best practice in worldwide? Now coming into the standards, though he talked about the technical standards, I am talking about the IP management standards. There is CAMMI. If everyone follows CAMMI, then I can tell this software industry or this company, management level 6, management level 3 or management level 5. From an IP management perspective, there is no standard as such. So can we, as an IHIP guy, this is one of the sections from my IHIP guy, can we start IP management standard kind of work?
Maybe CI
Because this is the one of the
CI also can join with us.
he is no more in CIA. He is in TCS. Now in the CII also we had a talk when Subodh was there and when we had a talk with Anjan Das and Vicky also. So there is a IP management standards whether we can do. The second challenge will come is the IP valuation standard. So is there any valuation standards on that? Because now if you look into this IP, how the IP is changing from 2005 in India, it is no more in the legality, it is a regulatory also. If you look into that one, in 2011 IP strategy has been, Government of India has been published IP strategy, draft document. Then if you go to the Comptroller General of India, there is IP clauses. So there is a different forum that now there is changing of the accounting principles, FASB and others, where it will be mandatorily has to be disclosed, the IP assets has to be disclosed by the company in the balance sheet, annual balance sheet. So when they want to disclose, so there will be valuations. So first you need to define which is assets, which is IP means, is it a patent, trademark, etc. Those are the only IP assets, or these are know-how also the IP assets. So this is a larger thing. Then the second problem will come as evaluations. So what is the valuation standards and all these things? So this, when he was talking about the standards, I was thinking on that, if we can work on these two things, like valuation standards, there is a body, international body of the valuations, IVASC, they have published a 2011 one draft. And so we can adopt that one, and how we can make that one in India as evaluation standards. And whether, and that, how we can work with the Chartered Accountant of India, CAI, to adopt that one into the in the balance sheet or the accounting principles. So these are the two challenges I feel. Another thing, when he was talking about the harmonization of patent law, this is one of my PhD topic on that harmonization of patent law. There is a forum has been already there in WIPO. They are working from 1996 on the harmonization of patent law. This is the 13th meeting has been done last year. So now still it is going on, and I don't know how long it will take for them to make a harmonization of the patent law. So there is an agenda for the WIPO and others. So we can think. So that's all. So I want to make sure that these are the two biggest things that whether IHIP can also work.
Thank you, Frankie.
Thank you.